Alright guys, we got this jumbo pack here, not of condoms, but of baseball cards. Do you see? It's got 36 cards in here. We were thinking of maybe doing maybe trying to do a Diamond Dynasty type thing with our MLB 14 for PS3. We just thought we'd kind of do like a season with these players if we could. We just thought we'd try it out, see who we got. So we're going to go ahead and open this, see who we get. I don't know who we're going to get.
Ooh, who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get?
Might be somebody famous, you never know. You never get this.
You might want to hurry so they don't like
fall asleep.
Yeah.
The first player we got is Trevor Cahill. I think he played for the A's, didn't he, at one time?
I have no idea, honey.
And he was sent to the Diamondbacks in a trade.
Do you want me to do that?
No. Yeah, he came over in a trade, but right there he is. That's the first pitcher we have to choose from. The next one is a Philadelphia Phillies, Carlos Ruiz. Being a Braves fan, I don't particularly care for him, but since he's in here, we'll see how well he does. I think he just got an extension this year. So, folks, here's one of our first players here. And the next one is a catcher, the St. Louis Cardinals, Yadier Molina. He's on the World Series team, I think. Pretty good darner, good catcher. Has a brother that's a catcher too. This one, James Paxton. He's a pitcher for the Seattle Mariners. Yeah. But yeah, he right there he is. He's a pretty young pitcher. So right there. And this next card we have is a World Series champion, Boston Red Sox. We have Shane Victorino. Yeah, he does have a beard. If you look on here, folks, it's not very pronounced on there, but he does kind of have a beard because the Red Sox did have beards. This next one, Jason Hayward. He's a pretty good player. I watch him because I'm a Braves fan.
I was gonna say I recognize that name.
Yeah, he's currently not hitting the way we want him to, but he's in the leadoff spot, which he, folks, he actually does pretty well in there, in the leadoff spot. Just hasn't heated it up yet. He will though. This next card that we have to choose from is a guy from the Padres. It's Will Venable. Right there we have, folks, Will Venable. I don't know very much about him. Of course, those Padres usually kind of try to build from within, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. This next card is the Texas Rangers. I don't know how much he'll get to play at first base since they traded for Prince Fielder. But this one is Mitch Moreland of the Texas Rangers. This card, I don't know if we can use this one. It's kind of a collection card of what they got here. Yeah, 3 players on one. It's kind of this one right here, so we're not going to count this one, but it's there. This guy was actually this next card is actually drafted by the Atlanta Braves, and I think the same draft they took Jason Hayward and Brian McCann and Freddie Freeman around that area, but he did not sign with them. Ended up going back to school, I think, if I'm correct, and going back and ended up getting drafted by the Giants. It's Brandon Belt. Our first second baseman used to play for the Royals. It's Alberto Casbo. Yeah. Yeah. Big Royals country since we live in Kansas. You kind of remember that. Oh, speaking of the Royals, this is kind of unique. Former Brave went to the Royals, pitched with the Rangers and Orioles, Red Sox, Braves. It's part of the Braves back when they had the big streak, I think it was. It's Bruce Chin. Okay, this next card is for people who like to fish and are Angels fans. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to get the next one? This guy just signed an extension, but I don't think he got his fair value, but it'll work for him. Ladies and gentlemen, considered by many to be the best player in baseball, Mike Trout. Okay, the first Tampa Bay Devil Ray that I know of, Jeremy Hellickson. I heard he's a good pitcher. Tampa Bay, they really know how to crop pitching in their team. That's something they really pride themselves on. I think this guy came up in the this next guy came up in the Ichiro Suzuki trade, if I remember right. Maybe not. It's Danny Barkular of the Seattle Mariners. Because Ichiro got traded from the Mariners to the Yankees. I wonder if this guy came over. Doesn't look like he did, but he's a Mariner. We got him to choose from. This next guy is Rafael Betancourt. It's kind of different. That Rockies, I heard the Rockies are going to be pretty good this year. But if you can tell on here, it's kind of faded. I don't know if that's by design or if not. I don't know if you can see that. That's something different. It used to be the pitch with the Indians, and now the Rockies. Oh, this guy's pretty good. I'm glad we got this guy. This next one is a future Stars. I think they just signed this guy to an extension too. It's Starling Marte right there. If you guys can see. So we got him. That's going to be a pretty good one. And this guy, third base guy for the Cubs. And this next card, Luis Vabrano. Pretty nice there. We got a third baseman already. Now let's go to the next part of our pack here. We can figure out how to get it open, Yeah, Panda's here. He's a little dog that's going to keep us company. Okay, another first baseman, Yolander Alonso of the Padres. Came over from the Reds. That guy right there. Okay, one of our next outfielder is from the Blue Jays. I think this is his rookie card, if I know right. It's Kevin Pilliard. I think it's a rookie, probably. Of course, Ooh, we got this next card is gonna be really cool. One of my guys, just signed an extension. I call him the Bravey Braves. This is a future Stars card, Julian Teheran of the Atlanta Braves. I like him. I seen him pitch. They told him last year that he had a choice. Either he had to show him something like in spring training, where they were going to train him. Could have been the guy that went for Justin Upton, but they kept him. It turned out to be pretty good. They sent Randall Delgado to the Diamondbacks, which our next card is. It's Aaron Hill. The Diamondbacks to kind of go in with that.
There's another one.
If I can get it open. Now our next one we can mention, but I don't think we can use. Darn it. We got that one put in there. This next one is a mixture of the three. We've got Sanchez, Colon, and Aikuma. So I don't think we can use that one, but oh well, we'll keep it anyway. This one is a guy that played with the Dodgers and Mariners. Is now with the Texas Rangers. Third baseman Adrian Beltre. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This next card that we have here is Andres Torres of the Giants. He's an outfielder. Yeah. He's actually a pretty good player. I don't know. Ooh. My favorite player of all time. Right here. I've seen him pitch a lot of ball games. He's going into the Hall of Fame this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Maddux. Pitched a lot with the Braves and stuff, so I always did like him. So I don't know if we'll include him, because I don't know if we can do that on our fantasy team. We'll have to check into that, folks. But there's Greg Maddux. Our next card is a Baltimore Oriole. The Future Is Now card. This guy's really good. Manny Machado. Thank you.
Welcome.
Here's one of 50 years of on the draft. I think he still does something with the Yankees, of course, with the Yes Network, but I'm not quite sure. He might. No, he's a manager for the Dodgers now. Don Mattingly, I think. Yeah. I have to go back. I think he's the Dodgers manager. He's a good player for the Yankees. This next one's a Mets player. Well, but we'll still keep him there. Daniel Murphy is the next card. He plays for the Mets. I think they did a survey in New York, and they asked people around New York, can they name a Mets player, and they couldn't. And the people who did name players, they named David Wright. They couldn't name nobody else. And they held a picture of the same people, and they asked him who Matt Harvey was. They said, we know this guy. Is this guy taking over for Letterman or something? I'm here all week, folks. This guy, this next guy, I think this is his rookie card, but came up, replaced Stephen Drew. Xander Bogaerts of the world champion Red Sox. Yeah, folks. Thank you. Whoops. Darn it. Dropped one there.
Just take that.
Okay.
We'll pick it up later.
Yeah.
Not like the dogs can get it.
This guy retired already, so I don't know if we want to put him on it. Former Brave. Could have had really good seasons with the Braves. Ended up got a serious injury, like ACL or something. But just all around a good player. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark De La Rosa. He was a third baseman. And often he's not catching a baseball there, folks. He's catching a football. Should tell you what he was thinking. This next one I don't know very well, but I think it's supposed to be pretty good. A young pitcher. It's bounced around. This one says Athletics, and then you went to the Padres. His name is Tyson Ross, excuse me. A pitcher for the Padres. Let me get that open.
I had that open and it just closed.
Yeah, these things are kind of crazy. Okay, this one is a Rule 5 pick. It's bounced around. Was in, I think, with the Mariners. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Fields.
I do. Let's see.
Got that there. Ooh, this guy came over in the trade. Josh, Josh Johnson and Reyes. And that big trade between the Blue Jays and Marlins. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Guevara, shortstop, he plays for the Marlins now. Yeah, these things are kind of difficult. Oh, here's a guy. A pitcher, Benoit, pitcher for the Tigers. And the last card that we have is a former Cub, went to the Yankees, but it's kind of like Robinson Cano was back in the day. He's getting a little older, ladies and gentlemen. Alfonso Sorianto is the player. Right there's his card. All right, folks, we got 35 cards that we can use. 34 cards here. So we're going to go through.
Out of 36.
Look at our team. There's our team, guys. Decide what's kind of be in our lineup, what we can use and stuff. We hope that you enjoyed this, and peace. Can I say none?